Hello and welcome to another episode of Learning with Liebenhaut. I'm Matt Liebenhaut, family law attorney. Hopefully you found this video because you are considering filing for divorce by yourself without a lawyer, and you're trying to find some forms online or some other place to get forms to go through the divorce process. First off, that's great that you're doing that. You should be commended on doing the research and figuring out if that's the right thing for you. There may be a paralegal company or something like that that's preparing forms for you, or an agency might be offering to sell you forms, or there's a lot of sites online that want to sell you forms, and sometimes that can be a good option. But if you're going to go that route, here from a family law attorney are my thoughts on what I see people doing wrong when they do that, and some other important things to keep in mind. First of all, almost every state has very easily accessible online self-help forms for divorce and all sorts of other family law matters. And if you are watching this video on our website, you'll see that we've got a link to a great blog post where we just go through and give you all of the different links for the various states around the country that you can visit the website and download the forms. They all have instructions associated with them. And so the first thing that I would advise you is please take the time to read those instructions carefully. You're saving money by not going to an attorney. Use that time to sit down and really go through these things carefully. You know, the forms are set up to be user-friendly. That might give you the false impression sometimes that you can just go ahead and fill them out yourself and that would be fine and you won't make a mistake. I see a lot of mistakes made when people come to me after the fact, having started the process by themselves. Some of them are fairly simple that could have been avoided if they would have read the instruction. If you take a few hours, put to the side, and actually review them carefully, you should be in good shape. The second thing, you've got to serve the pleadings that you file. I see a lot of unrepresented people making the mistake of just filing the pleadings and then not doing anything else. You've got to take those pleadings after they've been filed, get a summons from the clerk issued, and then have a sheriff or a process server actually serve those on the other party. And if you wonder, well, what happens if they don't respond, or what if I've been served and I don't respond, we've got a great video on our channel and also on our website that can talk to you about what happens if somebody doesn't respond to divorce papers. Next big thing I see people without a lawyer do that's a kind of simple mistake to avoid, but a lot of people don't know, is you've got to go ahead and set the hearing. So once you file a petition or file a motion, you've got to actually contact the court and schedule a date for there to be a hearing. It's not like just because you filed it, it's going to go in front of a judge. In the great majority of circumstances, it's not going to go just directly in front of a judge or someone else to deal with for you. It will be filed at the clerk's office, and that's just like filing it away in the judge's filing cabinet is a kind of easy way to look at that. And unless you actually contact the court to set a hearing, there's not going to be a judge looking at it to make any ruling on it. So I think you have to keep that in mind. And then the last thing is, I would consider looking for an attorney, maybe one who offers a free consultation, or maybe just spend the little bit of money. You know, we charge $150 here for a 1-hour consultation. I think it's a bargain to sit down with a lawyer and make sure that you understand what you're doing. I would say that if your case involves any kind of conflict, it is almost always worth it for you to spend the money on an attorney for at least a consultation, because there are probably issues that you're not thinking about, or things that you can do to better protect yourself or your children that you're not thinking about. But even if y'all are on the same page and there is no dispute and you want to have a friendly divorce, a lot of times there's things that you may not be thinking about that you'll really want to, both of you will want to have in that settlement agreement. And if you're just following the forms issued by the state, that may not always suit your purposes. Even if you don't end up retaining the lawyer to actually represent you in court, I would say it's almost always worth the investment to at least sit down and consult with an attorney to see if they can point out some things to you that you might be missing, and I think you'll find it to your benefit if you do that. So hope I've been able to give you some good advice. We've got some great links here that will lead you to your particular state's self-help forms if you're interested in that. Thank you for checking us out. As always, when in doubt, call Liebenhaut.